Hello everybody, welcome to this channel. I'm Peyman Asari. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about data frame in Pandas, how to create a data frame, and how to get access to the different values of a data frame will be covered in this tutorial. Let's get started. Data frame in Python is a two-dimensional matrix-like data structure that has index for each row, and it is possible that the data type for each column is different from another column. In order to work with data frame, we need to import pandas. Generally, we define data frame using a data frame function from pandas. And when we run this, we get a empty data frame. There are different ways that we can define a data frame in Python. One of them is using dictionary. Here we define a dictionary which has different keys and values. And in order to define a data frame, we use data frame method in pandas, and we give our dictionary as its argument. And when we run this, we get the following dictionary, and the keys of the dictionary become the column name of the data frame, and the values of the dictionary become the values of each column. And as you can see, the indices of this data frame is integer and it starts from 0. And if we want to change the index, then we need to specify the index as well. And now when we change the index, we see that the indices are different than before. Another way of creating a data frame in Python is to define an empty data frame and then add rows to the data frame using append method. Here we define an empty data frame and we specify the column name of the data frame. Then we add new rows of the data using append method, and also here we need to specify this argument, ignore underline index should be true. Other rows can be added as well. Another way of creating a data frame in Python is to define an empty data frame and add column by column. Here we define an empty data frame and we add a new column and we name the new column as name, and we add this values to the data frame that we have. And as you can see, the first column is created and the values are this value that we define here. We can define more columns, but we need to specify the column name and we need to give the values as well. We can get the column name as well as indices of a data frame using columns and index attribute. Here we use columns and it will give us the column name of a data frame that we have, and we can use index to get the indices of the data frame. We can get the values of a column in a data frame. To do so, we use the data frame name followed by a dot and the name of the column, or we can use the data frame name followed by the name of the column in a square bracket. And if we want to get the values of more than one column, we use data frame name followed by a list of the name of the columns in a square bracket. In order to get the values of a row in a data frame, we can use lock or ilock method. Simply write the data frame name, then followed by the lock method, and give the name of the index of the row that we want to get the values of. And we get the values of the row with index A. And if we want to get more than 2 rows, then we need to use the same method, but the indices should be in a square bracket. We can use iloc as well. The difference between iloc and loc is that iloc get the integer as input. For example, iloc 0 gives us the values of the row 0. And if we want to get the data more than 1 rows, then we need to give it as a list. Loc and iloc method can be used to get the values of a specific element of a data frame. Here, suppose that we want to get the value of the first row with index A and the column age, which is 23. In order to get that one, we simply write the name of the data frame followed by dot and loc, and in a square bracket, we give the name of the row index and the name of the column. It gives us 23. And if we want to get the values of more than 1 column or more than 1 rows, then we need to specify them as a list, and it should be separated using the comma. Here is another example where we want to get the values of row with indices A and B and the column name and age. We can use iloc as well, but instead of using the row index or column name, we need to give in this integer.